by popular demand because I don't like to see some things online. I believe that people have the right to do whatever they want to do, right? And I can't enforce my system of thinking on anybody, right? So there are some conversations that was just within friends and family. But during my birthday, I turned 31 recently, and I released 31 videos. I turned 31 on the 31st of October. You understand? So I released some videos on that day, and I just chipped it in as part of the videos, less than 1 minute. And then a lot of people have been coming to ask, Tosin, what do you mean by Jesus's principle or system of friendship? And I'm like, oh, one of my things that I wouldn't like to just share online, but since people have been asking, let's just share. You understand? So first of all, there are extrapolations from the Bible. They are life principles that I work by, and you necessarily don't have to accept it. It's just a conversation, it's a mindset. As I'm not sharing it so that you can now start doing it. I'm just sharing because some people have requested for it, and if it resonates with you, fine. Say it in the comment section if you did, and share with people that you think will resonate with. Anyways, my name is Tosin Lisk, aka Antitisa, aka Tosin Lisk. I am your host here. Welcome to PlannedPath Educational Consults, where we are committed to lifelong learning. We also help to commensurate and to support the efforts of students, parents, teachers, government, and everybody working in the education space. We offer services such as book sales to individuals and to corporates who have adopted education as their CSR. They want to go for outreaches in schools. We help do that. We help plan educational projects. You understand? We also involve in teacher trainings, school growth consulting, mental health trainings in schools, in offices, in churches. I mean, we've gone to a lot of communities to do this. We also do instructional design for corporate organizations, for the learning platforms, for government platforms to enforce social change. So that's who we are as PlannedPath Educational Consults. So welcome to the show. So it just helps you have a robust idea of who you are, of who we are, and we would like to also know you as you join our community. So make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be subscribed to our channel and be notified every time we drop a new video. Trust me, we're a safe space. We're a learning space. We're that thing you need online, you understand? Because we don't want you to run life. We don't run life on empty intellectual steam, and we don't want you to do that as well. So yes, today we're going to be talking about Jesus' principle of friendship. This one loud though. So what I said in my YouTube video, in that short that I did that was released at 1st of October, right, is that Jesus' principle, Jesus, right? Jesus' principle of friendship is that he had a relationship with the supernatural, God the Father. You're listening, so we don't want to live life without paying cognizance to the spiritual part of our lives. Then we move into, he had John the Beloved. John the Beloved, you remember John the Beloved? I mean, I think John the Beloved is one of my interesting characters in the Bible. John the Beloved say, the one who Jesus kissed on his feet, the one whom Jesus loved the most. That guy is funny. He just has a way of harming Jesus. So that's who John the Beloved is. That in fact the disciples eventually said, I mean, will John die? And I say, who are you if I say you will die? And remember that John is the only one that did not die a brutal death. He stayed at the island of Patmos when he wrote Revelations, and it was John the Beloved. And it wasn't even based on who John is, right? It's who John knows God is towards him. It's not based on what we even do. Like the two thieves beside Jesus. Someone said, he's condemned. One is like, Jesus, you go help my life. And he ended up being in paradise with Jesus. I think my camera is shaking. I need to be more careful as I move. So what I'm trying to say is that we We need to approach God and life knowing that, the character of that person. Because, Bible says, husband, love your wives. So it's not even based on me or even him. It's about the commission that we have to love. We're enjoined to love, to honor our spouses. So that's how we approach life, we approach things, you understand? And things naturally just flow from there. So that's who John is in the Bible. John. Then after John, so John would enjoy some privileges with Jesus. So who is your John? My husband even told me recently, I'm sorry, these days I'm realizing that when people say my husband, they're not doing it to spice people at times. It's just conversations. Maybe should I call him Mr. Lisk? I don't know. But, he said something to me when one day we were taking a walk in the morning. He was like, if you even want to do it well, and I'm still in the process of doing that actually, write people out, like write it down in your journal. This is my, God, this is my John the beloved, my best friend, my husband, right? So I think the problem will now be that if somebody says, oh, this is my spouse, this is my husband, wife, and they don't allow their spouses enjoy those privileges a John the beloved should enjoy. I mean, your mother knows more about your investment than your wife. If so you feel that someone is not worth knowing those details, then you don't have business marrying them. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, who John beloved is. So ask yourself this big question. Write it down. Tosin, write your name, put God above it. Tosin, relationship with self. Because your relationship with yourself is very important. We can't just say relationships with people at the expense of relationship with ourselves as well. So relationship with self. Who is my John the beloved? Am I also a John the beloved or my beloved? So sometimes people say, oh, my bestie, and are you your bestie's bestie? So and my mom told me, communicate with these people that, see, oh girl, oh boy, this is where I place you in my life. Where do you place me? No hard feelings. So we know what is expected. You can't be my John the beloved. It's just crazy in my head, honestly. When I see people say things like, don't check your husband's phone for why? Or don't check your wife's phone. And my money, who is money? Like they're saying your... I was about to say something, I won't say it. So, they're saying your nakedness and you're still having money. Like, is your nakedness more important than your money? Is that how you rate yourself? Think about it, guys. So ask these people, like, this is how to be organized in life, not so hard. Ask these people, do you place me where I place you? What are the expectations we have of each other in this friendship of ours? You can see that it's making sense now, right? Then from there, we will now move to the three, Peter, James, and John. Remember that Peter, James, and John. So Peter, James, and John were all part of the disciples, but they were just ranked, you understand, in order of friendship, let's call it friendship, some relationship, closeness, and all of that. So Peter, James, and John. So we put John. John is part of the two. So when people say they have friends that they don't talk to their spouses, I'm like, I don't understand. He has to somehow be the same tribesman, not necessarily people that I knew before, but if I marry somebody and that person has the same value system as me, and my friends have the same value system, so we kind of like our tribesmen. So it's easy for us to relate, understand? So who are your top three people? After John, who are the other two? Who are the people that you can be vulnerable with? Peter, James, they ask some really serious questions. You remember the question of James's mother? There are people that you can't tell your family business, but James's mother came to meet Jesus that, your mommy, is my child going to be with you? Will he sit at your right hand? Those are people you can tell things are happening at home. What do you call it? What's the word now? Unashamedly say, whoa, now like this is the apple for it, now like this is the soap for house. So Those are people you can tell those kind of things too. Who is your John? Who is your John? Who is your Peter? Who is your James? Who can be vulnerable with you? Who can defend you? You remember the way Peter was defending Jesus? They slashed that person's ear. Who is willing to go the extra mile for you? Or you are surrounded with people that they just want to be your friends, get things from you, and they are not ready to invest in the friendship. So write this thing as you go into the new year. Write these things down. Who is your Peter? God, you, your relationship with yourself. We'll get to some things. Who is your John, the beloved? Who is your Peter, James? Who are the people that will go extra mile? Who can you talk to? Be vulnerable with? Have conversations with? Who are those people? Write them down. And are you a John to your John? Or they have another John somewhere else? It's okay if they have another John, but you may have to demote them. No, it's your life. You promote, demote, accept, hire, fire people as appropriate. So what do you think? Peter, James, John. Then we have the other 12 disciples. I call these 12 disciples people you gel with in strategic areas of life. Like my mentors, people I look up to in certain spaces. These are those people. Cornerstones in my life, my finances, my relationship with God, my this. But also, these relationships will overlap. So your John, as a wife to a husband, maybe the person of your home, maybe the person you look forward to, you look up to financially. I say financially. What they call it spiritually, as the leader of the home, of your home. Can this person lead me? Can I tell stuff about my finances? They will overlap. Health-wise, you understand? Strategic area of life, business, career development. I have a friend that she just sends me opportunities. So if she sees 10 in she will send. Once she sees education, she doesn't want to say, I just saw education, take it. That's it. People in strategic areas of life. After that, you have some people say it's 60, the 72. The other people, the people you are in church with, you are in communities with, your colleagues, people like that. People that, your fans, they like you, they promote your purpose. They may not necessarily be the friends with you, very close friends. You may not agree on every area of life, but at least on an area you agree with. I have somebody that is a wig mentor. That's my wig mentor. I'm not buying wig yet. I don't have money for wig yet. But that person just inspires me on that area of life. And we don't talk about other things. That's all. Can we talk about... I have somebody that we talk about yoga. Plan it well. Put people where they really belong. You won't have issues. Because somebody that you won't be spending 3 hours with your 60 and neglecting your John or your Peter and James. There are people that if they call me by 2 a.m., I'll pick their call. Once I see it as ASAP, I'm calling back. Are you okay? So you know where to invest your energies in. So you also know to be disappointed. I've spoken to a lot of people. They're like, oh, this person did this, that person did. I'm like, why are you so emotionally invested? They weren't invested in relationship, so why are you? Then the other people, the WhatsApp people, so those are I just thought to explain to you first of all how that so things that characterize our relationships if we want to do life God's way, you understand? Because Jesus really modeled deep connection in his relationships with people. Deep connection, very deep connections. Let me just take one after the other. Deep connection / unconditional love. Somehow, that's Jesus. Jesus is unconditional. My own love is conditional. Yes, I say when people say it, when I say people are like, I say my love is very conditional. It's God that has unconditional love. You can't disrespect me and expect that we'll be doing boogie sushis together. It's not possible. You can't do certain things and expect to my own commitment. No, garbage in, garbage out. Garbage are very important. Okay. Intentional selection. That's a hallmark of living friendships in God, in Jesus' way. You can see the way Jesus, what they call it, carefully chose his disciples. Although he didn't neglect the multitude, he didn't neglect people he had, other people he had responsibility to, ministry towards, but he chose his disciples with great intentionality. Servant leadership, we must be willing to serve other people, but because we live in a very selfish world, we must also learn how to give people, I don't like to say the energy to return, right? But I like to say we must learn how to invest our energies, our emotions in the right places, so we don't get heartbroken. Place people as they place you. As relationships go, you can place them higher and all of that. So it's very, very important. Truth and honesty. Jesus was truthful even when he was uncomfortable. See, one thing I would appreciate in any friendship of my life, at any kidda or anything, truthfulness. So for me, say, tell me. In fact, I would draw back significantly if I see that someone sees me doing something that is bad and this person doesn't talk, doesn't wants to cuddle my emotions. I'm like, you can kill me, oh. If you can't talk when I'm there, don't forget the rest. You have to be able to tell me the truth. How do I say this again? Next, we have sacrificial giving. There's no love without sacrifice. Empowerment. Jesus empowered his friends to grow and fulfill their potential. So any friendship that is not empowering you to grow or helping you to see them grow, someone has to be benefiting. We can't be friends and be backbiting and everything. There's no need to do friendship. Then practical applications of this is that we should love our friends, you understand? We should be intentional, you understand? While remaining open, we should be intentional in our friendship while remaining open to other new things. We should speak truth. We should forgive freely. We will be angry at each other forever. I guess no. Then we should empower people and encourage. We should also aim to be very present in stuff that we do. Yeah, so that is me bringing you Jesus' system of friendship. Tosin Lisk, and Titisa. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you can also share this with your kids as well, so that they learn these things early, and then they can make great decisions right from when they start life. So thanks for joining us, and it is a wrap. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, comment, you put it within your network, listen to other videos, and enjoy your day. Have a wonderful month, day, year, and life. Take care. Bye. Peace out. Or should I do? Peace out.